This is the Asus Crosshair IV Formula motherboard, part of the Republic of Gamers series. Okay, firstly we'll take a look at the aesthetics of this board. It uses a black and red color scheme. So with a very cool dome shaped heatsink at the VRM area, as well as the heatsink, and connected to the south bridge is quite a thick heat pipe. Okay, for the CPU, it supports the AMD socket AM3, Phenom 2, Athlon 2, and Sempron series of processors. It supports also up to the 45 nanometer fabrication for process of CPU, and make use of AMD cool and quiet technology. For this board itself, it supports up to 140 watts of TDP for CPU, which means the currently even the highest CPU of TDP 140 watts, which is the Phenom 2965 C2 revision, is supported. For the North Bridge, or the overall chipset of this board, we have the AMD 890FX, which give you pretty much a lot of graphics bandwidth, which also explains why there are also 4 PCI Express X16 lanes over here on this board. And over here we have the South Bridge. South Bridge is of SB850. It is an improvement over from the SB750 because of the inclusion of the native SATA 6 gigabit per second. Talking about the system bus over here, we have a 5200 mega transfers per second Hyper Transport 3.0 is supported on this board. For the memory, we have dual channel memory architecture, which supports up to 4 DIMMs of DDR3, maximum of 16 gigabytes, and your DIMMs can go up to 2000 MHz with overclocking. And natively for the 890FX chipset, it supports up to 1333 MHz and 1066. For the expansion slots, we have 3 PCI Express 2.0 X16 slots. If you do run this at Crossfire mode, you have at triple X16 at the first slot over here, and X8 and X8, or you can run dual X16 on these 2 slots over here. Then over here we have a normal PCI 2.2. These both are PCI 2.2, and the last one is a PCI Express X4. Yes, this board does support Crossfire X technology, so you can run your 5870s in quad-fire, although it could be limited by the X4 bandwidth. So normally I would recommend people with just a Crossfire setup, with a normal 2-cut Crossfire setup, and put your cards on the first and the third PCI Express slot. Moving on, we have the SB850 over here with a very cool Republic of Gamers logo. The South Bridge natively supports SATA 6 gigabit per second with rate 0, 1, 5, and 10. So you actually get very good performance out of your newer SSD that makes use of the new SATA 6 gigabit per second. Put them in rate 0 configuration and you'll get amazing performance of your whole system. And also, there's one SATA port over here, which is just a normal SATA 2.0, and which uses the J-Micron 363 controller. Over here at the front we have the OC switch, which allows you to automatically overclock your processor just with a push of a button, and this button will light up. Other than that, we have the core unlock core button over here, which can unlock your Phenom 2 X3 or X2 into a quad core if there is a extra core on your processor, and even the Athlon 2 as well, that unlocks the L3 cache or even more cores. The start and reset button over here on the motherboard is very useful for overclockers, because this board is quite beefy enough to give you some good overclock on your system. Moving on to the back input output area, we have one PS2 for your keyboard or mouse, 2 USB ports over here. Over here we have clear CMOS button, and we have two USB 3.0 which runs on the NEC controller. Then this is the SP-Diff optical out, digital out. These are just two more USB ports, a FireWire and an eSATA USB combo. This is a LAN port, two more USB port, and this is the ROG connect button. One more, I think this is a slot for the ROG connect controller. And we have the Creative X5 Supreme FX 7.1 audio output here. Over here we have a FireWire front panel connector, and three more USB ports to extend up to 6 external USB. And also over here we have one fan header. Moving here, another fan header, and here another fan header, and also here also another fan header. And this is for your normal CPU fan. And here we have two more fan headers, and over here one more fan header. Amazing. How many have we in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we have 8 onboard fan header for you to connect your fan, so make it a fantastic system. Okay, we have the 24-pin motherboard connector over here together with an 8-pin EPS connector. So this board is of ATX form factor, so it can fit in most of your current ATX cases. I prefer you to go with some good looking cases because this board is really of a great aesthetically pleasing board. Right now, why do I say that this board is good for overclockers? Because over here we have the voltage reading points for your voltmeter, and connect to the ground, then another point to either the CPU or the DRAM to know the voltage of each parts of your computer to overclock it, because you get the most accurate readings out of this probe system from Asus, an innovation by Asus, which is very oncoming. And for the accessories, we have a user manual, Crosshair 4 formula user manual. We have cable ties to manage your cables well in the case, an ROG sticker to stick it at the side of the window. Oh my god, we have very cool. This is what is this? Oh, this is the stickers to label your different components cables. We have a eSATA and 2 more USB expansion. This cable allows you to connect to your ROG Connect. We have SATA 6 gigabit per second cables, which is not of normal SATA, 3 gigabit per second. We have 4 of those, a Crossfire bridge, as well as Asus Q connectors. For more information about this product, you can visit my blog at www.zungmycom.blogspot.com, or feel free to email me at yzook.techgearsg@gmail.com. Thank you.